Hi there, Keith Abraham. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video, and thanks also for the emails that I get every week from people sharing with me the difference that message made. Well, people have often said, I needed to hear that message this week. This week's video blog, I wanted to talk to you about having a theme, having a focus. Now, every year I tend to have a theme. Sometimes I've had the same theme over multiple years. Sometimes I've had a theme for a month. Sometimes I've had a theme and a focus for a week even. But I'm just a great believer in actually having a theme for the year. And a number of my colleagues do exactly the same thing. They have a word they focus on. And so I want to just spend a little bit of time and talk about what the theme of the year for you may be. And I want to share with you my theme. So for the theme for the year for you, what's the one word you want to have that you want to focus on? What's the phrase? Maybe it's a 2 or a 3 or a 4 word phrase that you want to focus on. You know, one of my themes that I had over multiple years was focus on what counts, because often what I'd find is, and I've got a tendency to suffer from next shiny object syndrome. You know what I mean by that? Oh, there's something I should be doing. Oh, there's something I should be doing. Or maybe I should be doing that. So focus on what counts was one of my themes. So what could your theme be in this year? What would the theme be for you to focus on, to spend your time, your energy and your effort and create as a true north for you? What could that be in your life or in the business role? So one of my themes that I'm focused on for this year, being 2021, and I mentioned this in a previous blog post, is that this is a year when it's going to be a little bit start-stop. This is a year where, sometimes, people are getting vaccinated, COVID rates are starting to drop, and then there's a lockdown for 3 days, or there's a lockdown for a month. And so this is going to be a little bit of a transition year. It's a bit start and stop, almost like you got your foot on the accelerator and on the brake at the same time, and sometimes you're letting them off alternatively. So my theme for this year is 3 parts. I want to think bigger. And what do I mean by that? Often we have small dreams, but I want to start to think a little bit bigger. One of the things, and I suppose this isn't for everybody, but I've had a great year during COVID. I've had a great time in my business. My audience has expanded, my reach has expanded, but it's expanded because I've thought bigger. I thought, you know what, why couldn't I be working with companies and organisations and individuals all around the world without having to go there? The second theme for me is to not only think bigger, but also to be braver. Because I think for us sometimes we play too close. We get into a bit of a comfort zone. Now, I wouldn't have thought I would be in a comfort zone, but I think I was comfortable pre-COVID. I think I got into this routine of getting on a plane and going presenting and working on my craft, but not actually being brave enough to step a little bit out of that comfort zone and to really take a leap rather than just inch out of it. And so the second is not only to think bigger, but be braver. And the final part for me is about what would happen in your life if you became better. See, I think if you're going to think bigger, if you're going to be braver, then the byproduct of all of that is that you become better. You become better as a parent, you become better as for me, a presenter. You become better as a business person, as a leader. You become better at listening, you become better at speaking, you become better at understanding, you become better at taking the knowledge you know and turning into the wisdom that you need. So what's your theme for the year ahead? What really is important to you? I love this quote, I love this. We've all heard the story, haven't we? Rome wasn't built in a day. But not too many people ever use the second part of this quote. But people turned up every day and worked on it. You see, whatever theme you have, whatever goal that you want to pursue, whatever legacy you want to create, whatever vision that you have for the future, is that you have to turn up every day and work on it. It's not a once a month thing, it's not a once a week thing, it's every day. It's every day we need to be thinking about what's important, what matters, and what makes a difference to us and the people who mean the world to us. Hey, thanks very much for tuning in. Have a great week ahead, think about if you were going to have a theme for this next month, what would it be? For me, it's focusing on fitness. That's my theme for the next month. Hey, thanks for tuning in. As always, if you've got a question or you want to share with me what your theme is, send me an email, keith@keithabraham.com.au. Bye now.